What data portability means to me, data portability is about being able to access my data no matter where it is, to be able to pull it out of services and put it into another. My data belongs to me, it doesn't belong to other sites, and the quicker we have data portability, the better respect we'll have for that concept. The way data portability would work for me would be allow me to change sites and take my data with me between those sites. What that does is encourages more competition, a better environment for everyone using the web, because we're no longer locked into one site or another. We can happily take what we've created on one site and put it onto another site, and that's a good thing going forward in terms of competition for the internet and competition between providers, and ultimately we're all to benefit from that. Data portability for vendors is vital. It allows users to come and go as they so choose. Now, sure, if you're at the very top, it's probably not that advantageous, but you know, these sort of things are cyclical, and people do come in and go, as we know. I mean, Friendster was once the leading social networking provider, it's not today. Facebook's coming up behind MySpace. It works in both ways. It allows users to bring their data from other services into your service, and so if they want to leave, they can. It's a freer, more fairer, flatter market, and that's a good thing for vendors. But, you know, at the end of the day is, do you want to be pro users, or do you want to be pro simply yourself? I mean, it's about giving back as well. Don't take your users for advantage. Data portability for users is fairly simple. It's the ability to take your data wherever you want, basically. So you're contributing to, say, Facebook, and you want to go and sign up with Bebo, you'd be able to take your data out of Facebook and go with Bebo, if Bebo was to be the next major social networking site. Likewise, if you're even a smaller player and you want to go to Facebook, you could then take your data into Facebook, and that's a good thing. And what it means, it's basically the freedom to choose. Like when you go to the supermarket, you've got a credit card with your data on there, which says basically, yeah, this is how I'm going to pay for it, and you get to choose what's on the shelf. Data portability is the same. It's literally a card, you know, for lack of a better analogy, which allows you to taste or interact with different services. But you're still you, essentially, and the stuff you have done can go to all those services. Data portability project itself is quite interesting. I mean, there's a lot of different competing forces involved. Where I'd like to see the development of some open standards and basically levelling the playing field so that you can actually be able to take data from one service to another. We've seen a little bit of this already. I mean, Google has doing open social. We've got Facebook doing now web pages, so it's pretty cool. But, you know, where we're at the moment is they're not all mixing up. But what we need to see is some common ground where users can go to one service, another, doesn't matter who owns it, take the data there. And that should be the ultimate goal of the Data Portability Project, so that we actually use this ground level, or this base level, where users can actually go from one service to another. And that's where the project needs to aim, to actually create those common standards so that can be done. My name is Duncan Riley, and I'm at Data Portability.